Let's go next to our caller from the 631 area code. Who's calling today from 631?
I think that's me. Am I on?
Yes, who's this?
Hi, my name's Art. Wow, I actually didn't think I'd actually have the chance to come on. I've been trying for a while.
Here you are.
I'm a big fan of the show, yeah. All right. So, word this right. My question is, it is sort of a pattern I'm sort of seeing from, like, not all, but a good number of people from the Republican Party, is that a lot of them are asking the question of doing the right thing, whether do I do what's good for me? And through that, I think they've sort of developed this, or at least forgotten the difference between being tough and being callous towards certain people and certain issues. Do you see what I'm getting at here?
Only sort of. Can you explain it to me in another way?
Okay, well, a lot of the whole people, the Trump administration says we got to be tough on crime, we got to be tough on immigrants, we got to be tough on drugs, tough on all this stuff. But they don't know that, but they can't separate that toughness from being just completely indifferent from the suffering of others. Like, the reason I am the way I am now is because I was taught to always empathize with people, not maybe to a certain point, but do you think, like, somehow a lot of the people now with him and his base just completely lost all sense of empathy, or at least
this is not a new thing. This is not a new thing. Listen, I'm going to let you go and answer it offline because your connection is not the best right now. You're cutting in and out. But I've been talking about this for a long time. When a Republican has a personal connection to something, they will often come around, like when they have a gay relative, for example. And when that happens, we're happy. But at the same time, it's disappointing and disheartening that only when it personally affects them do they actually reconsider how other people are being affected by the policies that they push. So yeah, you've identified something that is an absolute reality. And I don't believe that it is unfortunately new to Donald Trump. Hope to hear from you again, hopefully with a better connection next time.